Hey. Welcome. Hello, Bella. So, sorry if you got the wrong date. Well, I got the wrong date. We are doing the live today, obviously. I put it on for tomorrow's date, for I don't know why. But today we're going to be doing the Ghoul, as it's the 9th. So here's the little look of the calendar so far. And like I say, we're going to be doing number 9, which is the Ghoul. And he's going to be a little bit different today because he's a nighttime person, so we're going to be shading it as nighttime. Scared me out on. Yeah. Hey, Renee. Hey, Sekma. Good to see you all. So we got quite a few entries to get through today, so I better get started on it. And then, like I say, we're going to be shading, but we're going to be nighttime shading a Ghoul. So hopefully that'll be a little bit different for you. So let's start with the entries. We'll start with Bella's day 3. Get rid of that menu. So, Bella day 3, Cauldron. And then the next one is Maverick's day 3. Just there. I hope you got the fixed one. I think I have. Hopefully. But yeah, good point. And Set Montera's Cauldron. There's a little story, this one. I'll zoom in so you can see it better. Hopefully you can see that. I would like word out to you, but you know my voice is not brilliant. Need some patience there. Just read in the chat. Hopefully you will finish that. I'll leave it on there a little bit longer. Okay. It will be on the club if you need to keep reading it. Here's the next one, which is Nikki. There. Then Bella's day 6. I think this one was Devil or Demon or something like that. It was. Truck treater there, the demon. We got Maverick's day 6. There. Yeah, it was demon. It says on this what it is. Yeah, that's good. I read that he's thinking about turning these into playing cards, which is very cool. Or tarot cards or something. I don't know, something like cards. And I thought it was quite cool. And we got Set Montera's day 6. I'll zoom out on this because it's quite dark picture. See all the details. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Every time I try and do something, it comes out cute. So I can't do creepy. Just comes out cute. Then we add the next one, which is Maverick's D7, which is enchant. Oh, the entries are so good, they are. I was amazed. I'm glad everyone's getting involved. It's very cool. We got a Nikki D7 again, enchant. We got Villa's enchant. And I think that's the fixed one. I hope it is anyway. I'm looking at the different parts that we established. And I think they're both fixed. Then we got set materials. An enchanted frog this time. Waiting for his kiss to become a prince. See, now that is cute. So it's like, that would be like something I did. Oh, second season of Wednesday, Renee just said. I haven't watched it yet, so don't ruin it. But the season 1 was very cool. Day 8 Villa. It's Villa's Fang. You got Maverick's Day 8, which is his Fang. Another season incoming, okay. I haven't even watched that one. Second Terror's Day 8. Which brings us to D9, which is the Ghoul. We've got Maverick's Ghoul there. I think that was it for entries. There are quite a few. So, entries can be sent on the Discord community, or you can send it to me direct, that's fine. And if you want them featured on live, that's cool, I can do that. If not, just let me know. You can join the Discord community by the QR code there, or the links in the description. It's obviously Vectober at the moment, but we usually do a weekly live, so it's like a Q&A session. So you ask your questions, I try and answer them. If I can't answer it on the live, then I'll do it when I've got the information. I'll probably share it on the live following. So there's the QR code again for the club there, or the link in the description. And that brings us to how to ask. You can ask directly in the chat, you can ask in the comments, you can ask there's like a Q&A section of our Discord, and you can just ask in the Facebook community. Both QR codes are there. Both links are in the description. And that brings us to the Ghoul, which we're going to be doing today. So there's my quick sketch of the Ghoul. And all I've done is the vector flats, just like we did last time. And just here. So there he is. And we're going to be doing some shading on him today. And what we're going to be doing is nighttime shading, which is a little bit different. And I'll show you that now. So first off, what I'm going to do is duplicate him because I don't want to lose him by doing something weird. We have him just there. And the next thing I'm going to do is put him in a rectangle just around him. I was going to say do it in purple, it's already gone purple, so that's good. But yeah, you just select it there. Actually a bit dark in that, yeah, about there. And what we're going to do, we're going to duplicate that rectangle and then turn one off. Just so we've got one, or we need it. So what we're going to do, we're going to clip this rectangle inside of different parts of the body and then shade it from there. So first we'll go inside this arm, which I think is second piece. Like, I think lighten up, but I think it's that one. And there we go, there's his arm. So with that rectangle, what we're going to do is go to multiply and just turn it down to about 25, I think it is. Let me see. Yeah, looks about right. Now, nighttime, you're mostly in the shade. So this is going to be a little bit different, as you'll see. But what we're going to do now is go to pixel mode and go on our eraser. And then we're just going to draw on the arm, right where that rectangle is. As you can see, it deletes some of the purple square. Purple rectangle, sorry. Like that. Obviously that's not what we want it to be, but that is the kind of thing that I'm on the way. So, at the mode, that is shaded. And we're going to be unshading it as such. Sounds strange, but there we go. So what we're going to do is just put in basically the light. So we're going to start by actually change the size because this is a bit big. Yeah, by there. Now this is a bit awkward to think about because you have to, instead of where the shadow is, it's where it isn't. So it's gonna be a bit of a mind bend, this one. Let's start with these fingers. We come around there, around there, around there. In fact, it would go around that bend. I think just there. There's gonna be this bit is gonna be in shadow, so we'll put light here, and then there's gonna be a shadow under the ear, like that, which will go back to that spot over there. This might not be right first time. Takes a little while. And then all I do is just erase the rest. Just like this. Gonna take a little while. Hopefully you can hear that spooky music still. I've put it back in. as we did when the case. So we shouldn't have issues now, hopefully. If not, we know we can always win again. And just the erase and everything of that purple rectangle. Take a little while to be particularly careful around the edges like that. This isn't gonna work out brilliant because we're on the live. You'd obviously be a lot more careful with it if you weren't on the live like I am. But hopefully it'll work enough to show you. We're nearly there. Just do that little bit of the arm there. We're a patient. Yes, sorry, but that is a bit brain consuming. This, because you have to rethink like where there's gonna be shadow and light. You're actually lighting this one, which is a bit odd. So about there, it's not brilliant, but you get the point. Well, anyway, we'll come back to our original rectangle up here that we made a copy of, and we'll duplicate it again, and we'll put it inside a different body part. So let's go, oh, not that one. There's that one, it's just not showing up for some reason. We'll put it inside the body and turn it on. And put it down to multiply 25%. Perfect. There's not going to be a lot of light that hits this, just above these ribs really, so I'll just put that in now. We're already on the eraser, so that's all good. So I'm just going to follow these ribs down like this, and like that. So, and I think everything else will be in the shade, from what I can remember. As you can tell, I've done this. This works only in pixel, sort of. So you're actually erasing a vector. I know that sounds strange, but you're using pixel eraser to erase a vector rectangle. I'll just turn it on. I'll just get that. Show you what I mean. So this is a vector rectangle, and then we're in pixel mode, and if you start to draw on this rectangle, you'll see it swaps to it now being in pixel mode, and you can rub out your erasing your rectangle. Like that. But anywhere that you draw, it'll erase that out. Very cool technique, very unusual. So getting back to our guy, what should we do next? Let's do the shorts. We'll go to our original rectangle, duplicate, and put that inside ports. Turn it on. We'll put it on to multiply. Put it down to 25%. And now start raising it. So we're gonna, this is all gonna be pretty much in shadow. We're gonna have a little bit of light on this leg, I think. Just around here. Yeah, about there. Obviously I'd do this much more carefully if I went on the live. I'll have to redo this. It looks a bit better than what it does now. There we go, and I think the rest of it will be in shadow, so that was a nice easy one. Yeah, I think that is right. So let's do the leg now. Let's duplicate that. Come down to this leg. Turn it on. Go to multiply, 25%. And let's start erasing. Now this knee, we're actually going to start with sort of a round patch on the knee. We'll shade that in on me. Highly different, isn't it, this? Like that. And then on this foot, you'd actually have the light going over the top of the foot, so like that, like that, like that. And here what we're going to do is go up. And just over here. So this bit will be lit up. Just like this. Like this. Trying to do this from memory, so I hope it's right. Oh yeah, hit the like button. Fair play, Renee. That is a good call. Yeah, I don't know whether anyone else is getting this, but I'm getting quite a bit of lag. So I hope the stream goes okay. Yeah, I think that's about right. And I think everything else will be actually in shadow. So let's carry on. Let's do the other leg. Get this rectangle, duplicate, put it inside the other leg, which is this one. Turn it on. Go to multiply, 25%. And we'll start a razor. It's sort of like reverse highlighting. So again, we're gonna go on top of this foot, but we're gonna do this slightly different. So let's do just a round thing like this. I think we're gonna get the same effect. Oh, here we are anyway. Just that. It does take a long time. Color all those in. There we go. So that's the this arm now. We'll finish up with the head, because that is going to be the worst one, I reckon. Duplicate that. This arm. Go to multiply 25%, and let's start reverse highlighting. I'm gonna start calling that. So we're gonna have shadow that comes off the head. Yeah, something like that, and then down onto this. So at least this bit's gonna be lit up. Let's do this bit of me. But I think there's gonna be a little bit more on the hands as well. Let's work out these hands. So we're gonna have I think the tops. So go around that bit. Actually, maybe around. I don't know. I don't know whether that would be shadow or not. No, I think that wouldn't be. Ignore that. I think we'll go a little bit higher than that, because I think that would actually be in shadow. Yeah. Maybe down here, and even on this one. Like that. Yeah, now we'll colour the rest then. So this isn't going to be perfect. I'll have to redo this one. Music makes me like, I can't hear it, that's the thing. So annoying. Oh, did I come off that layer? These eggs, I think I pressed it off the layer. There we go. Yeah, I think I clicked it by accident then when I was looking at you. Hopefully everyone's following along with this. I know it's a bit confusing, this one. Reminds me of Adam's Family. See, I wish I could hear it, I really do. And I hope we don't get, like we did last time, any grief from her. Just trying to do this as quickly as possible. I think I did show this technique once in a video, but it was a long time ago if I did. Not something that I do on the regs, because everything I do is generally in the light, but it felt right with Ghoul to do it in the dark. Let's get rid of this face. Do that. Actually, we'll do the air first. The air separate. That'll be easy. There, so I can't see. So annoying. That area over there. Yeah, let's do that here. So, okay, that. Put it inside there. Turn it on. Go to multiply. 25%. And then it would be covered by the face, so you'd actually get I'm not actually on a razor, so that would help. Is it still not on the reuse? Oh, it is. It just, like I said, it's very much lagging. Yeah, you get like a little bit of light just coming off this here. Like this. I think that's about it, actually. What's this? I'm just reading chat 2 seconds. I think they're talking about the music, so we can move on. Oh, there's the ear. Right, let's do that next. Let's duplicate that original rectangle and put it inside there. I'll do, and we'll go to multiply 25%. And start erasing. And we definitely want it to look cohesive, so am I on the razor? Yeah. It just takes so long to do. So we'll go around here. And then we want to go on this bit of the area, so we're up here and down. Like that. I should have done with stabilization on, because that looks terrible. Oh well, never mind. Would actually be more than that. I'm just thinking this bit of the air might be a little bit light too. We'll come down further. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, getting there. So let's stay the face. Yeah, the head separate the same. Let's copy that. Go to the actual head bit. If it would let me. Down here. Turn it on. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to multiply 25%. Neither. Let's take the size of this brush right down, because this is going to be awkward. So we got to remember that we're doing the right hand side of his face really. So start with these bits, which is this bit here. Follow this chin down and cut it off about there. And I'm just trying to think where else we're gonna need shadow. We want the shadow to come down these eyebrows. Yeah, I really should have used stabilization for this. My hand is so bad. And the same on this side, same. Like that. Yeah. We want a little bit by his nose, so like that. And the actual headpiece, we're gonna go like down here. I'm gonna come up then go down to his eye like that. And then the eye's just gonna join to there. I think we're winning. No one else seems convinced. They explained last week the Gaussian blur way. It's always cool to have more ways. Yeah, there is tons and tons of ways to do this. Yeah, this is cell shading this, but it's kind of like reverse cell shading as he is in the dark. We're trying to focus on sort of like a moonlight or something. Gonna shade, actually I can do this with a bit more bigger brush now. Yeah. I've got the detail in. We know where we're going. Remember what we're doing. I think it's all there. Not quite that news bit. Just that. Can you see it's not colouring outside of the face? Is there any reason what's inside the face? Good. Otherwise I'll be all over the place. Now I usually put 2 little spots on their heads to show there's light. But this time I'm gonna do it the opposite. I'm gonna put 2 little dots to show there's shadow. Just like this. And then like that. And do that. Just turn in the rest. Quite relaxing. I got such lag. Don't know whether you can see it on your end. I'm like, am I doing anything? And then it does it. There's a lot of talk about what Affinity are going to be doing on 30th. So for those that don't know, there is like, on their website at the moment, you can't actually buy Affinity. They've put on a little freedom, Creative Swarm Freedom or something, I don't know, something or other on their website. And obviously that ain't good, considering everyone's a bit worried about subscriptions, etc. right now. And with the Affinity forums closing, that kind of stuff, everyone's a bit worried about it. But it's one of those things where no one really knows what's happening yet, so I don't know why people are like speculating on it, because no one actually knows. Hey, I think we're done. Nice and easy. You just clear that, and can anyone see anywhere where there should be? Oh yeah. That tiny bit of mouth just there. Get back in. And I'll try and find it now. This. They're here. It's there. And there. I don't know what came back. Yeah. It looks like I've failed to zoom in loads of times. There's a bit there. Why is it not doing it? Yeah, I think that's everything. No. There you go with that. There we go. Our Ghoul. It's kind of lit in reverse. That air doesn't look right. You're your own worst critic, you know that. You always see what's wrong. And go to the air. To here. A little more there. In there. Go on to pen. And hopefully it does the Vectober. Nope. So it might, but it ain't. Why is it not doing it? It should be pinging in. Just make that pure black. If that does it. No. That's gotta get you above that layer now. No. Delete that. So I'm gonna have to redo. That is just slightly wrong. I should have gone down on this side, like to about there. Not pull it all the way down like that. But we were close. And I'm trying to close it all. There we go. Our Ghoul for today. So hopefully you will learn something with that, and I will tidy it back up before I post it in the club. This is not great right now. You get the idea. So it's like as if like a light shined on it. It's mostly in the dark, but you can just about see certain features. That kind of thing. That's what I was going for. So any questions from anyone? Or anyone want me to show anything in particular again? Just put it on our Q&A section. And open it up to any questions. Like so. Any questions at all? Looks really good, Teek. Thanks very much, fella. Just leave it a couple of minutes because of the lag. No questions from Renee. No questions. Then I think I'm going to call it a night there. Thanks very much for coming. And I hope to see you on the next one.
Paint strokes hit the screen like a heartbeat. Teek Fox in the zone, can't skip a beat. Tutorials blaze and they spark the art. Digital canvas, let a legend start.